Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Top of the AM. Check ball. We up. What's good? Juju, good morning. Good? What's happening? How you feeling, fam? What's good?
Not much. Just got me some rest. I'm up. We up. Check ball. Check ball. Check ball.
We up. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all checking in with us early this morning. What is happening? So, we're gonna jump right into it.
Yeah.
First up, we got to talk about this Gamecock exhibition.
Let's do it.
Right.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So we had the exhibition. First game of CLA. For the season. 126, 42. 126 to 42. 126 42. Wait. All seriousness. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Clayton State for coming to CLA and allowing us the opportunity to have the exhibition, allowing us the opportunity to play somebody other than the highlighter, right? Like, I appreciate them being willing to come get that work, right? So, thank y'all for accepting the call when we put out the call. We had to finish our schedule off on X, asking for people to come play us because people didn't want that smoke. And back to what I was saying. Yeah, you can see why. That was nasty work. 126-42 is nasty work. I'm impressed. And I'm so impressed with the seatbelt gang. The seatbelt gang is scary right now, y'all. Seatbelt gang is scary because they're gonna be on the bench. Like Donnie Big Drip not even really running the starters or what we think is gonna be the starter. So South Carolina's top performers for yesterday. Joyce Edwards went 20 for 11 on 8 of 11 shooting with 6 assists. Listen, 20, 11, and 6. The freshman went 20, 11, and 6. Nasty work on 8 of 11 shooting for Wiley. I told y'all my legend was gonna be on a mission this year. 24 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. I want to say Joyce had some blocks and some steals too that I'm leaving out. Tina Powell chipped in with 13 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Tessa Johnson, slow start, but when she got going, that 3 was cooking. She was cooking 15, 5, and 4. I'm just impressed. Like I said, this is a seatbelt game. Plus Tahina. These 3 should be on the bench. You shouldn't even be planning to see them a lot. Let's see. So Fagan had 8 points. Kits had 8 points. Like I said, Powell had 13. Bree Hall went for 6. Raven went for 9. Joyce 20. Malaysia 24. Tessa, like I said, 15. Dowda chipped in with 10. And quiet as it's kept. Adele Top went for 13 last night too. I'm still talking about mostly seatbelt gangs that was double figures, right? Mostly seatbelt gang that was double figures last night, y'all. That should be scary work. So I just wanted to take a look at this because it was just outstanding. Bench points 82, 70 points in the paint, 42 points off turnovers. Turn Clayton State over 30 times, 36 second chance points, 23 offensive rebounds, 48 fast break points, 80 possessions, 58 scores. I mean, listen, we look ready to go. We definitely look ready to go. Your thoughts on the game, Drew? Thoughts on the game? What did you see? What did you think?
I mean, it's kind of hard to really kind of get a real glimpse, but when you watch basketball enough, you can tell even when with a less experienced team, how well a team is doing, and I think that they look scary. Um, I think that what I love about them is they're so unselfish and they look out for each other and they're playing team ball. And if you're gonna play team ball, and if somebody, I think with them it's gonna be, yeah, they all averaged around 8 points, but I think they're gonna average uh like 10 points for players off the bench. Obviously, if Joyce is coming off the bench, I believe she's gonna be more than that. But I think that they are dangerous in a sense where they keep playing the way they're playing, and if somebody's hot, you stick with them and allow them to, get that ball and stick with them, pour it into them, and maybe somebody will have a 25 or 30 point game easily. I see about 3 players who could score about 30
Easy.
on any given night. Maybe 4
Oh,
people could
yeah,
do
easy.
it. Do it.
Groovy Faye, what's up? What's going on, fam? I see you over here in the YouTube chat. Thank you so much for pulling up. Yeah, so got a few people that could go for 30. They move the ball really, really well.
Mhm.
Unselfishness that you're talking about. Lay had a touch pass to Joyce while she was already airborne. That was really nice in the game last night. So I like the way they finishing. Chemistry seems to be coming together really, really nicely. I like that they're jumping the passing lanes. We're playing the passing lanes a whole lot more this season, a whole lot more. So to add that to like the block party that we threw last year,
Gotta finish it.
really, really active hands. We left some bunnies out there. There's still some rust, and that's the scary part. Like we won by, I think we were up at one point by I think like 82 points. I think we won by 70-some points, but still rusty and not the starters on the floor. Sanaya Fagan looks really, really good in the post. In the post, I don't know if people are talking about it. Fagan looks good. Fagan's boxing out. She's playing defense. She's finishing the shot. She's rebounding. She's starting to break.
I noticed she's playing she's trying Joyce at a lot of different positions. I see Tessa moving around as well. I think and it's really crazy because in my mind how she's testing and trying Joyce in different positions is kind of like what I would do. Like she can do them all. You know what I mean?
Well, what she said was that Joyce can play point guard, and she's gonna run her at the point guard. So she said that she felt like Joyce could play 1 through 4, 1 through 5 without no problem. I listened to the press conference, and so she talked about Joyce at the point guard. She said that she's comfortable with seeing what she can do there. So that's scary hours. That's scary hours, folks. That's scary hours. Joyce at the point. And then Joyce said, they asked Joyce, were you nervous about playing in CLA? She said that you get nervous a little bit before the game. But then by the time she finished talking, the freshman said, "Well, it's not a big deal. I'm just out here trying to do the best I can." That's scary. That's scary. It's not a big deal. And then Tessa even added in that like Joyce is being tested in the practice to play different positions and try different things, and she's meeting all of these challenges. This is exciting. Maybe not a starter, but some starter type minutes probably coming towards Joyce. We still haven't really seen what our regular starting 5 is really going to look like. I was impressed with Dowda. 10 points. Tag. Nobody's talking about Tag. Everybody talking about Joyce. Joyce is Rolls Royce Joyce is a shiny new toy. But Adele Tag, that's the diamond in the rough. That's the diamond in the rough. Everybody better be scared about. Because I think everybody had got so comfortable with Adele Tag hanging with Camilla and being on the TikTok and on the lives, and I don't think they was ready for basketball Adele. Basketball Adele is not the same as Instagram Adele. She's not the same. She's not the same as TikTok Adele.
Not at all.
That's not what she's here for. She's here about
Not at all.
business.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. I like the small lineup we ran with all the guards. Oh yeah, Joyce is positionless. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dale reminds me of Boston a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Really? You see a lot of Boston. Okay.
Really?
Okay. I don't know that I see Boston.
What do you think?
I see a lot of. So what I saw is like a better Camilla, and I already felt like Camilla ran. I already felt like Camilla ran the floor better than Aaliyah, right? Like I think she was faster than Aaliyah. She was smoother than Aaliyah, and Adele Tocqueville is smoother than Camila Cardoso.
More aggressive, more aggressive too.
More aggressive, but she also looks more comfortable in her position. She gets into her moves a lot faster. She's a little bit more athletic in the post than Camilla is naturally. I'm just talking about natural ability now. What she'll become after she finishes getting her body by Molly and all of that, it's still to be seen. But the speed and the effortlessness with which she runs the floor is crazy to me. Yeah, SC winning it all again this year. That was my call too, Critical J. My co-host here gonna have some things to say about that on another show we do called Timeout Let's Talk. But
I mean, it definitely.
That's my opinion too. That would be my opinion too. We are the early favorite for sure.
They're early favorite standard. It's everyone just needs to be put on notice. It's almost like, I mean, I don't know. Guys, I got to see the rest of the teams. Hopefully, everybody has improved and is ready for the challenge because, I mean, they are. They're ready.
Oh yeah,
they're definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here saying
the standard is still the standard. But my Lasers 24 was so quiet. My Lasers 24 was so quiet. Y'all wait till she turn it up. She gonna turn it up. She gonna turn it up a notch when the season gets started. Watch.
I think it's gonna look better when you're playing much more better teams, and their spacing is different, and there's more room to operate. It brings the standard of SC's play up. Just even though they scored 126, but that's because that was a team that can't keep up with them defensively or match up with them as well as other teams. So I think I'm going to see a much more less turnovers and things like that. So it's going to be a better looking game for another.
You know what it is. You know what it is. It's like
cause all them turnovers.
It's like we a race car. And you only got to see us on the highway so far. Oh, when you get to open us up on the track, Jew. Oh, when you open us up on the track. Oh, we're gonna look real different. We're gonna look real different. It's scary hours. Let's see. Adele has better post moves. We just haven't seen it, but her Texas highlights tell a different story. Now running the transition is Cardoso. Like, listen, I've seen the Texas highlights. I got a story on Adele that got some highlights on there. I know. This is just knocking the rust off and getting back into this basketball rhythm. She's been out of basketball rhythm for like 2 years. She had 2 seasons that ended with injury, right? So once she just gets back into, like, right now she's like the 10-man in the Wiz. She just slides some oil to her. Once you slide that oil to her, she get back into basketball rhythm. Y'all in trouble. They'll talk Mike Duck. Good morning, Rasheen Beats. What's good? Wish I could have seen the game. Listen, we watched the game. Shout out Frank Wright. Fam, for holding that camera for us and letting us see that thing crystal clear on the Instagram. I appreciate that. And then shout out to Danae's Backyard Garden. And I want to say to Miss D, both of y'all dropped the Aisha Travels link for a really clear look at the game on record on YouTube. So if you didn't get a chance to see it, get over on Aisha Travels. I'm sorry, what you say?
Where is she playing? Fair.
Who is that?
Aisha Fair?
I don't know where Aisha Fair is at. But this is Aisha Travels. I don't know. This is just Aisha Travels. She just has a channel on YouTube and had the recorded the game. And she does. I don't know if she seems like she maybe is one of the member of the fams, because she has some exhibition stuff up there and there's some exclusive content. So check her out. Give her a follow. Subscribe to her page. We only lost Camilla and the rest are just young. Oh yeah, absolutely. They went to a tall lineup in the fourth with Dowda, Tack, Edwards, Hall, and Lay. Also played his own. Yeah. Russell, it's scary because we could go to a tall lineup and then we could just as quickly go to a 4-guard set if we want to. We could just as quickly go to a 4-guard set if we want to in a matter of a timeout. And that's going to keep teams off balance. Big, tall, big. Who do I prepare for? Everybody. That's overwhelming anyway. To try to prepare for everybody is just overwhelming anyway. And then you try to figure out who you're going to take away. Do you take away Joyce? Do you take away Tack? Do you take away Lay? Do you take away Raven? Do you take away Pow? Do you take away Watkins? Do you take do you take away Fagan? It's a lot to have to try to figure out in 40 minutes. It's a lot to have to keep in check for 40 minutes. That's a lot to keep in check. What's scary is that they can't plan for one certain type. Yeah, exactly, a big anymore. We have too many bigs that play completely different. Watkins could be a totally above the rim type of big. Fagan has a post game bag is deep. Dowda can stretch you out to the 3. Tack has a post game and can run the floor. So this is really exciting for us. Says Luay was good. Malik Thompson, Aisha records a lot of the games personally. Yeah, it was personal on her. You could tell it was like personal on her phone or whatever. I saw an exhibition of hers last year. That's how I found the channel. So thank y'all for sharing out her link. But I don't want to make it all about the Gamecocks. I want to ask you about some. Before we get into, I know you got a school you're gonna break down, Drew, but I want to ask you about some of these headlines that I'm seeing out here. So, first of all, I just want to be clear. Yeah, it was clear though. Yeah, absolutely. So I wasn't clear that it was the Caitlin Clark era last year in college basketball. Were you under that impression that it was the Caitlin Clark era? I didn't. So I saw this headline. I wanted to ask you about it. The Paige Beckers UConn take center stage as college basketball exits the Caitlin Clark era.
What about era?
The era. Let's talk about that. I didn't even know we was in the Caitlin Clark era. Don't you gotta win a championship or something to have an era? It was your era.
Individually, the scoring record being
she
broken.
Had a great run. I don't want. I'm not taking nothing away from any of the records that she broke. I'm not taking nothing away from any of that. But in this era, she wasn't a champion. She wasn't a champion in this era at all. And she went into the league with an Angel Reese that came in a national champion with a whole lot of followers too. So I just the Caitlin Clark era that rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. I didn't. It doesn't roll off the tongue like that for me. So I was just wondering how y'all felt about the Caitlin Clark era. I'm glad to see us move past that discussion.
It's got to be a length of time. There's got to be a body of work. There's an individual body of work, definitely. They made it to the championship twice, but so did South Carolina. In the last 4 years, for her, you're in college, playing for 4 years. I assume I don't remember her playing 5, but 4, whatever.
No. She was 4 years. Because remember, Caitlin could have come back. She had her coach.
Oh, she could have come back. She
could have come back. Yeah,
right.
She could have come back.
So
she didn't have to go.
Caitlin was on our tongue and on our radar for me for about a year and a half, basically. Outside of that, I wouldn't call it an era.
Yeah, they're
making this one. They're making about a year and a half, a decade.
It's a bit of a stretch, I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch. The Caitlin Clark.
Everybody's gonna have their take, but that's why we're here. That's why.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna give I want to give a fair take on everything. Now, listen, she broke a lot of records. She went into the WNBA with a lot of accolades, a lot of awards. We call them the certificate things you hang up. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of certificates you can put up on your wall and everything. But no
cigar.
None of them. She didn't have none of them to show nobody. So I just wanted to say that. And then I hate that this narrative is already trying to make it the Paige Beckers era, because I don't think that Paige Beckers wants it to be the Paige Beckers era. And so I can't wait to see, because we've heard Paige speak about this already. So I can't wait to see how she addresses it now. If the narrative allows her to keep her same stance on this being a great time to cover all kind
I
of
think
all kind of basketball players.
she said that. She said that after like the interview that was recent after practice, I guess it was, and she was, she said, yeah, there's a lot of great players we're going to be able to see, and she uses we a lot. Juju uses we a lot, like when they try
Mm-hmm.
to narrow it down uh, to discussing. I mean, it's an interview for her, so you should be asking about her and you want to hear about her. But
Absolutely.
she takes it to we, because I know that her focus as a sophomore definitely is trying to win a championship, and she knows she can't do it by herself. And
Oh,
she
absolutely.
yeah, definitely points in that into the direction. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, women's sports in general, or the women's basketball game in general, I think has went into another dimension. Every so
Mm-hmm.
decade, I see that happening,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm definitely seeing it now. I'm definitely seeing it now. I'm sorry, back in my day, you might have in a class one or two, three, or one player. You would have one, maybe two. If you're
Mm-hmm.
a champion, you're going to probably have three All-Americans.
Mm-hmm.
But for the majority of the team, it would be one superstar,
Gotcha.
two,
Gotcha. Okay.
superstar, a
Okay.
guard in a big or something like that would dominate. Lisa Edwards, Katrina McClain. Like, you're going to name those two, even though they're the supporting
Couple.
cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now we can rattle off five individuals. You know what I'm saying? We
Easily.
can talk about 6, 7, 8 players off of
Mm-hmm.
some of these teams. Off a lot of the teams we can
Not
name
only that,
more than
not
that.
only that, we can name 6, 7, 8 players that's coming out at 26, 27, 28, right?
Yeah,
Like 29.
yeah,
I did talk to players
for
coming out at
sure.
20, 30, right?
Sure.
So it's basketball is in such women's hoops
It's
is in
in a
such
great place.
such good hands right now. A couple more headlines, and then I know we gonna jump into your breakdown of UCLA, but let's talk about this one too. Kind of on the Becker's headline. So Watkins and Becker's headline the preseason AP All American team in women's hoops. So we got 3 sophomores for the first time on the team. Let's talk about that a little bit. How are you feeling about the AP All American team? I think so. We had Juju on there. Madison is there. Iriafin was there. Paige was there. Who was the other sophomore that was there? Hannah. I think Hannah's there, right? I think that was the AP All American team. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, y'all. So it was Hannah, Juju,
The first
Paige,
team,
Sanaya. I mean, Paige, Sanaya. Yeah, first team. Hannah, Juju,
South.
Paige,
I think
Kiki, and
no.
I think Iriafin might have got in on the as part of the second team. I may be counting Iriafin as part of the second team, but I know we had the 3 sophomores on there. So Hannah, Ju, and I think Madison Booker too was on the team. Maybe.
I think that's okay, because you don't have any sophomores when you're looking at South Carolina. I don't believe that there's a sophomore starting right now. And as we know, that could change. But if we look at just from last year, you didn't have really any freshmen starting. So I think they're going off of, based off of that when they're looking at it, personally. I think.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Was Anissa Morrow in there?
I'm not worried about that. I don't think we're not worried about the AP All America. We already know. We already know the disrespect we got coming. As long as the jury come, as long as the diamonds come, we don't care nothing about the rest of that.
Yeah, because that's how Don is strategically developing and moving forward. Is by committee. It's not.
Well, it's definitely depth over. It's definitely depth over individual stars, for sure. But when you look at this AP All American team, how are you feeling about it? How are you feeling about Juju's nomination? Just the team in general.
I mean, I think they got it right. I think the names that are standing out to me. I do. If Madison plays the way Madison has been playing, I definitely see her on the list. I definitely know what Paige is all about. She's earned that. Juju definitely.
So
see her.
So it was Paige, Juju, Hannah, Madison, Kiki.
Oh,
And
Hannah.
so it was those three. It was those three sophomores.
Kiki.
Juju, Hannah, Madison are the
Yeah.
sophomores, and then the two seniors.
It could be more sophomore.
So Morrow, you know, some other people got votes. So Betts got 7 votes. Georgia Amore had some votes.
Yes.
Beers got some votes. Ayoka Lee, Anissa Morrow got some votes. Roy Harmon got some votes. Flau'jae got some votes. All you got some votes.
Right.
And then I think Mylasia, Raven, and Tahina each got like one vote apiece.
Michaela Williams from LSU.
I don't see Michaela's name. I see
Flau'jae. Her injuries.
I see Flau'jae and Morrow. I don't see MK Dub.
That's cool.
But you know my feelings about it. I don't know that Madison Booker on the team, to me, y'all, until I see something, we can talk about it in the chat. She's got a nice game, but All-American team over people on this list right here that got rings. I don't understand that. Like over Big Foe, I don't understand that. I think and I understand her 16.5 points, but
I think Book what she accomplished without their star point guard was amazing to keep them in the running in the top 7. I think her, and it wasn't just her with her team, but it was how she played with her team. I think she did a phenomenal job, like staying above board, and as they fizzled out, but they were, I think, a 3 seed going into the tournament.
They may have been. I don't remember.
I believe they were 3 seeds.
They may have been. I don't remember.
And all you really knew was her. But she had another big, and I can't think of the person right now. And I just did their team, but no, she definitely is someone to keep an eye on. If she continues to play the way that she did, and she's back into her real position, she's a great player. She's a great player for her size. She's another one that kind of like could be a big guard, a big strong guard, quick, can do a lot. Yeah.
Let me jump in the chat real quick. Janae Antoinette, good morning, fam. Dawn said in her post, Ashley was good game interview that she believes every team will have a problem game planning for her strong 13 roster. Yeah, we believe that too. When Staley said teams have to prepare for 13, message received. What I told y'all about this Baker does, and she didn't win a guy. 13. I said 1 through 13. Y'all was like, maybe not. No, 1 through 1-3. 1 through 1-3. All of them could be a problem. And 13. She said 13. You know what that means? You know what 13 mean? Watkins is included in that 13, y'all. Stop playing with me. How you taking center stage and they not even number 1? Paige Becker, the campaign for Paige Becker to be player of the year is going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. She's going to have a machine behind her.
But
it may not be ESPN.
Yeah. It will be ESPN. It may be ESPN, but I think they're showing love.
You think they made up? You think they made up?
Did something happen with UConn and ESPN?
Something happened with Paige at ESPN. They gave her that. SB Paige got up there and opened her mouth and said that they ain't had Paige back on ESPN, did they? They invited Paige to the awards. Yes, to the awards last year. She didn't have a chance to get in front of that microphone. Did you think they gonna let Paige in front of the microphone?
I think if they don't, then they're gonna look at my girl and basically campaign for her, campaign for
they can't put a microphone in front of her face either.
I don't know.
They can't put the microphone in front of her face either. Juju's not gonna play the game either.
No, Juju's gonna say what she feels because it's innocent.
She's gonna stand on her brand.
Her heart.
She's gonna stand on her brand. Hidalgo is gonna stand on her brand.
Yeah,
they're gonna stand on their brands, right? So I'm interested to see who they put this microphone in front of this year. I'm interested to see, or is ESPN gonna soften theirs? Are they gonna soften their stance, or are they gonna change? Are they gonna change their narrative? Something. Let's see. You have to win for it to be an era. She had no era. No one heard of her until they beat SC. So okay, I don't know. The thing I want to say about Caitlin is, freshman year, she did tie Paige for a few awards. And I'm not gonna play Caitlin like she didn't win the Dawn Staley Award. Did she win it all 4 years? For sure, 3 years in a row. I don't know if she got the Dawn Staley last year, but she got the Dawn Staley Award 3 years in a row. For sure.
She did. I
don't know if she got it last year, but I know she had for sure 3 years in a row before then. So she won a lot of awards. So, and her name was out there. And when Paige went down, you know, that was who they went to. Well, Paige went down, and then Paige also had that.
Yeah, Caitlin won the SB.
Okay, so yeah, she won the Dawn Staley Award all 4 years.
Let me see. 3-time Dawn Staley.
So you said Hannah got the Dawn Staley last year.
My bad.
So she got it for sure 3 years in a row.
Right.
And it's not the first time we see somebody break records. That's like calling it the Kelsey Plum era when she did the same thing. Yeah, you know, the Sabrina Ionescu era, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. CC definitely dominated in the threes category, but I don't know. Yeah, she did. Absolutely. They're trying too hard. A little bit. Yeah. I knew nothing about her until they beat SC. Okay. Reese could have came back as well. Reese, Brink, Caitlin, and Paige all came in at the same time. Yeah. Reese could have came back as well. I thought Reese was going to come back for a minute. No, but I'm glad she didn't. Broke records and won nothing. Nothing with both Fs. Frank, nothing. What you got tonight? I need a win. Sean, I ain't even looked at the game. You have to come for the bets though. For the picks. Trying to rewrite history, CC era where folks trying way too hard. Reach of insecurity and overcompensation. Yeah, man, it don't even seem like it's her. It's like they overcompensate. I don't know. College hoops NC State coach Westmore announced on Thursday that Caitlin Weimar will undergo surgery this week. She has no timeline to return, but will at least miss the beginning of the season. Oh, wishing her a speedy recovery. Hate to hear that. Big Four over Booker for you. Me too. I know they don't play the same position, but if I had to go with one of the talents, I'm taking Big Four because she came out a beast. I'm just saying. Good morning. This is why Big Four said this season was personal because they disrespected her with the AP poll. And they did. They did, Jalea Pearson. They did. Texas was a 1 seed. Okay.
1 seed.
The 6'4" forward transferred in from Boston U from the offseason. Last season, she averaged 18.7, 10.6, 2.8. We marked the 2024 Patriot League Player of the Year and 2-time Conference Defensive Player of the Year as well. Okay, yeah, they're going to miss her. Rory Harmon went down, but Madison took over the load last season. Yeah, she did. Yeah, Joyce a unicorn. She can play 1 through 5. I agree. Swatkins, absolutely. Weimar was expected to play a big role for the Wolfpack and projected to be the starting center. Coach Morris said in the interview the plans to play more of a 4-guard lineup is needed. Oh, so November the 10th is going to be even more fun. Hannah got it last year. Thank y'all. According to Drake Trophies, they don't give no award for that. You know, Harold Williams. I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time for that. I ain't got no time for you today for that. Jew, a couple more WNBA. I got to just run these by you real quick, and we ain't got to spend a lot of time on them. But so the fever pitch, Indy's title timeline ramps up with the sides firing. Aces will not renew the contract of GM Natalie Williams as part of the front office restructuring. The WNBA future is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to grow right now. And Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese forcing a change in the WNBA. 50% of head coaches fired brings up major questions on the future. Thoughts?
I think it's great. I think it's great. I think all of it is great. I love change. I love the sense of urgency and the sense of urgency to do business and to get the best product out there. I think money is going to be flowing in with the CBA contract, so it's really like time for a change and not a recycle. And if there is some sort of recycle, hopefully coaches will fall and land on teams that fit their style of how they want to conduct business and how they want to flow. I even saw something last night with Latrina Trammell from the Dallas coach being a high pick for the Sky. Now, only thing I think is, she's worked with some superstars. She's worked with Enrique. She's worked with Satu. She knows how to coach bigs. Now, what they did and what they produced and what came, out of that, dealing with injuries with Natasha, injuries with Satu, injuries with Maddie. Those things aren't her fault, but we experienced the same thing too. So I think it's it's really crazy because the Sky have an opportunity to get some first round draft picks. So we do need a coach with some sort of experience. Whether she's been she's got 3 years in the dub for all I know. I think it's about 3 years. Whoever gets in there, I'm just going to deal. Head down. Let's grind. Let's get behind them because I'm really just looking at the players. So I love change. I love it all. I love the mix up. I love the scrambling to. Some of those coaches, I don't know if I want to see them back in the league. I'll just be honest right now. I see about 3 in my mind that maybe should take a back seat. Maybe 4. Okay, I'll name 3.
I call for 5 of them. I call for 5 of them to be fired. None of them should be rehired. They were fired because I wanted them fired because they didn't do a good job. It wasn't
if we have 6. I don't think Sides is a bad coach.
7 now.
I don't think Sides is a bad coach. I don't think.
I'll give you Sides. Sides was one of my 5, and I didn't say Sides. I didn't pick Sides because I thought Sides was a bad coach. So I agree with that. Sides,
right? No,
somewhere.
Yeah,
Sides got fired because they drafted Caitlin, and I told y'all as soon as they drafted Caitlin, Sides was fired.
I think Sides could stay.
But other 4, there's no reason for you. There's no reason for you to reapply.
I think I was going to name the ones that could stay. I think Teresa could land somewhere.
She wasn't one of my 5, so I don't count her.
I don't know if she could. Right, and Stephanie isn't either.
No, Stephanie wasn't one of mine either.
Tebow.
So those three out of the 7 probably could keep working. These other 4,
Kurt.
When I call your last place of business, what they gonna tell me about you?
He's so narrow-minded. He's so like
any of
like agenda oriented. We didn't need Brink didn't need you to focus on her and try to control the narrative. Just let the girls play. Whoever rises to the top is who. You look at the stat and you're seeing that Rakia is scoring 50%, her plus minuses are high, and she's doing well, then you keep her in the game. You bring her and you play her more often. You start developing her. But I think the coach, I heard a lot of trouble going on. I mean, there was times I didn't come to practice. I think Ray Burrell and somebody else got into it with him. And I don't think it's a great idea to bring him to Chicago when him and Kennedy had a falling out, unless they're going to be adults and sit down and hash it out and try to smooth this thing over and mend it over. But do you really think that could happen? So no.
Well, I don't know that I believe Kennedy is coming back. I think Kennedy coming back is
questionable.
On a scale of 1 to 10, about a 6 right now, depending on what the coach looks like. I mean, the bag is bigger over there for her. She seems to be more loved and respected over there. She seems.
Oh yeah, but it's always been like that. It's always been like it's always been.
And Kennedy had been out of the league before, right? So she went and found success away from the WNBA. Yeah. And she got an opportunity to come back. I don't know. We'll see who the coach is. I think who the coach is makes a big difference. Is a big deciding factor on whether she comes back.
Whether Ken comes back, right?
Yeah, okay. Kennedy comes back for sure.
Yeah. I love the shake-up personally. I love it all. I think Natalie Williams was a scapegoat. I think something needed to be shook up after the whole incident. I kind of heard a little bit more about how Derica was handled and how things were handled with her over there with the Aces and as a general manager, letting her go. But if they're going to be that touchy about it, I mean, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And you're going to touch on the GM, whatever.
So what did Natalie do? What did Natalie do to Hamby?
Only thing she did was handle business. She was a phone call. It was like she was looking for, when will I be getting my money to pay for my daughter? She's like, hold up, hold off. We got you. Don't worry about it. That type of thing. She's telling, don't worry about it. And I think her, and I wouldn't say the president, Nikki Fargas, was talking to her. It was her or someone else. And I just heard it was like, business as usual. So she was waiting on the money.
I mean,
but then
because you said she was a scapegoat.
But I said she's a scapegoat because then she had to be the one to say, hey, you gotta check out the housing. You gotta check out. It was done abruptly, and you're being sent to the Sparks.
But I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, did Natalie have any doings with Derica? Did Derica have a complaint about Natalie, or was Derica's complaint about Becky? Because Becky got suspended. So Becky, the complaint.
So why are you? You've already suspended Becky. So why are you firing? Are you firing Natalie?
I guess I'm still trying to understand. I guess I'm still trying to understand if you were upset about the way Natalie handled it, you suspended Becky last season. Becky didn't get suspended this season. Becky got suspended last season. So why didn't you get rid of Natalie last season? I'm still just really unclear about this whole Derica Hamby thing. So it was okay. You kept Natalie, and then you got pissed off when Derica filed the lawsuit. And so then now Natalie had to go because I'm not clear about that.
The general manager is the one that goes out and finds other players too. Like I've heard you,
but they also find their coach, and they also hire their coaches, right?
They also hire their coach.
So is Becky in trouble?
But listen to this. You've also complained about them bringing in players, Egbo and Jessica Carter, and never really playing them. Never, you know what I mean? You didn't bring the coach anything.
But did Natalie not play him? Did Natalie not play him, or Becky didn't play him?
Well, maybe Becky didn't play him because they weren't good selections that Natalie brought over. She's not going out and getting and choosing the right players for her to mix into her, her ingredients. So and then they're like, okay, obviously that's not really Becky's job. Becky got other stuff she's got to focus on. Teach X's and O's and players development and relationships and focusing on that. The general manager goes out and chooses those things.
Right.
Consulting with Becky.
Like Cross sent Oakley away, even though they didn't want him to, and brought back a big so that Michael Jordan could go get some could go get some rings. No, they didn't want Charles to go, but Jerry saw that Charles needed to go to be able to bring in what they needed, and then it was Phil's job to play the players they brought in there, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So they got to work together, but the general manager is kind of like the one.
I don't know. Becky may be on the out. I'm just saying.
I mean, she could be on borrowed time. I don't know. It
sounds like some backstabbing going on between Natalie and Becky, right? Because it seemed like Becky was the one that did the interview. It was like, I was so happy because Natalie called Becky personally and offered her the job, right? Or am I misremembering? Yeah, I think Becky might be on the chopping block, Louis. I think she could be in trouble. Let's see. Let me see. People won't agree with me, but Hidalgo, in my opinion, is closer to Juju than folks give her credit for. Playing defense is a lost art, and folks only care because Juju score a lot. You ain't got you singing to the choir here. We all doggone go over here. I'm a Hannah Doggo fan over here. Girl 7711.
Let me tell you something I saw last night, and it had like Paige, Juju, Fly, maybe Madison. They were looking at steals and blocks. Now Hannah probably averages like 5 steals, but everybody else is averaging about two plus steals. But what Hannah doesn't average with these guys, that these guards average, is about one plus blocks. So not even just talking about scoring. So in a lot of polls for Player of the Year, you're looking. I mean, Juju was second behind the closest to Caitlin at 27.1 points a game to Clark's 30. And at times, how many had about 14 times she scored 30 points. So she's how many
10 steal games would Hannah Hidalgo have to be in real contention for Player of the Year? How many 10 steal games would she have to have?
a lot. I think she is. I mean, I think points have a lot to do with it. Um, what she's offensively, what she contributes. I mean, Clark clearly when you're averaging 29 and 30 points a game, but you're also contributing a gang of assists, which turns into points too. She definitely, you know, they definitely should have got it. But at time during the season, it was a pretty close race. I think it'll be a same thing this season. I think it's gonna be, but you can pick a clear you can pick a preseason um watch list. There's nothing wrong with that, and Hannah could be on it. I mean, definitely, definitely. But mm, I think how they fare. I think how they fare in their team fairs and how far they go deep into the tournament is going to make a difference with this class, with this group. I think it's going to make a difference. I do want to make an announcement today for anyone interested. Juju's going to be on the boardroom. I think there's a photo shoot and interview, and you get to know her a little bit more. She's going to be talking. I've seen a little trailer of it, and it looks pretty good. So if you want to check that out, it's called at the boardroom.
What time, Juke? What time is that on?
I can't find, honestly, when I was looking at the thing, I didn't really see a time,
It's just dropping today.
but
Okay.
I'll probably
Be on the
drop it
lookout for
this
it.
surface today.
Okay. As an NCAA coach, I wouldn't touch the WNBA right now. It's too toxic and nothing is stable. I could see that. Seattle coach might be
She
time to
said
go as well.
she says she's on borrowed time, but you know, she knowing stayed in fourth. She maintained and held that fourth spot for a minute throughout the whole time. Everybody else was changing at the top and underneath. She maintained it. Um, but like I can see what she's saying, borrowed time, because you know players got to play. She got to put them in position to play. I think she's got pieces around her, but it's not seamless. It's not. It's still kind of clunky. Just kind of like even the Liberty. You can put a super team together, but it takes about a year for that team to gel in some instances. And there was a lot of new pieces to the Storm. Give them that year. Now I would say borrow
Mhm.
time, because it's like, okay, you got NECA, who I thought NECA and Skylar were coming to the Sky. That was another factor in everybody leaving and Kyle leaving,
Mhm.
because they didn't end up coming. But now I know all the backstory about the facilities and the lack of you know upgradeness over there all these years. So I see why they didn't come. You're not going to leave something that's pretty good to go to something that we had 28 years ago. I get it.
Okay.
So I think she's
Let me
still.
run through some of
I don't
these
think
so we
she's
can
on
get to
the top.
UCLA.
I could be wrong if it comes out. I would be wrong. I don't see her leaving this year. She got to do
Okay.
something. Because look,
Okay.
right before that, she was up there banging with the Aces and Phoenix. Right before Stewie and Sue left, she's been in the contention. She's got to get there. She just got to get to the finals.
All right, let me run through these so we can get to UCLA. Free Zaya Cook from Sparks. Even with a new coach coming in, let me know. I heard Latricia Trammell, the former Dallas Wings, is top for the Sky job board.
I heard it too.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. I don't want them to recycle none of them. Y'all think Becky? I do. Sound like some backstabbing for sure. GM got to work together. Yeah.
Yep.
Lynn Dunn, Sides, Williams, Hammond. You don't like
I know
comparing the guards, but I mean, Shante, you're gonna compare the guards to make the decision about the award. You know what I mean? I think that's where the comparison comes in. But Hannah averages 6 steals. Jew and no
You
breaks
talking
have
about
different games.
the Don Staley
Sure.
Award? The Don Staley Award? She talking about?
No, player of the year, whatever awards they up for. You're gonna compare them. It's gonna be a comparison to determine who wins. 22.6, 6 rebounds. I think these are Hannah stats you're trying to give me. 22.6 points, 6.2 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 44.6 from the floor. Uh,
Oh,
4.6
Hannah got a lot of
steals.
recognition.
She
She was
deserved more
mentioned.
recognition.
She was mentioned in every breath. She got the Don Staley Award. How much more recognition do you want? Or are you just meaning recognition for a Player of the Year mention? A mention? Is that what you mean? She probably is mentioned. She probably is on the watch list. I could say that. She probably is.
I think Crunk Girl was talking about last season. Uh, y'all think the W is toxic with coaches? I don't know that I think that the W is toxic. I think that the Chicago Sky has some toxic stuff going on, and I feel like Washington has some toxic stuff going on as far as in their front offices, but stuff that you could clean up with the right hires. But toxic with coaches, no, I don't. I don't get the toxicity that quickly. So no, I don't think so. John Pittman, good morning, fam. What is going on? This is early, unexpected. Rewind, where you been? This is our second day of check ball. We up in the morning. Jew assess 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. You gotta get up with us. What you doing? But just like I talk about stats in football, stats only tell part of the story. But sure. So stats,
Right.
I test, but I mean, like, you gotta compare somebody to get the, like, you gotta have somebody in the running for the award. I don't think that people want to. I don't. Let me not say that. Some people may want to compare them directly all of the time. They do play two very different games, but I also think that Hannah has a game that could be MVP worthy just as easy, and definitely can transition to the WNBA. I was cleaning the house for a wife on vacation. All right, John Pittman, look at you showing out, getting that honey-do list out the way. So I'm talking about honey do this, honey do that. Get it out the way. Laid 7 steals, and she wasn't even locked in like that. She could have had 10. Rewind. We're not gonna talk about. We're not talking about Lay right now. Don't get
Going
me
back to
started on Lay.
last night.
Don't
We're
get
talking
me
about last
started.
night.
Don't get me started. Yeah, don't get me started. Lay look really, really good. Lay look really, really good. But Juju, I know we were moving on to the next team
I
that you
just,
was gonna
I'll
break
say
down.
this. Yeah, that's it. Man, that's the next thing. All right.
What
Anyway,
you say?
so real quick, I just chose UCLA as a spotlight team
Oh
today.
wait, was you finna say something before UCLA?
UCLA.
Okay, you ready? All right, let's rock.
UCLA is a team that I I'm just not too clear on. I feel that they had a lot of talent last year. From just my eye test, sometimes when you have seniors who are auditioning for the WNBA, um, and doing what they've always done, which is to carry a lot of the load, and they get the green light, sometimes they can shoot you right on out of contention, um, when their shots aren't falling. And we all know shooters got to shoot. That's what they need to do. But I've watched them for the last 3 or 4 years, and they have a lot of the pieces. They went out and they have a big with uh, Lauren Betts. Hawkins is a player that's in the photo right now. She's basically from Mexico. I like bringing pieces in internationally to the college game because I think they play a different style, running fast, transition pace basketball. Um, that brings an element to a college team that's a little bit on a more on a pro level. So I think that she's not someone that I'm highlighting. She was just one of the players that I took an account that they had last year that's coming in to to make an impact for this team. But as you know, the point guard uh, Kiki Rice here. This is apologize because I have my slides out of order. But this player, I believe, I believe that number 23 is. I'll tell you one minute. I thought it was Ledger. Oh, I think this might be the one that changed her number. I think this is still Hotcast. Let's go to the next one. She's a 6 foot junior guard. I think UCLA has a lot of height. They have a lot of height across their guards. all the way to the center, obviously with Lauren Betts. The point guard, Kiki Rice, is going into her junior year. I think she's going to be a lot better this year. I think you're going to see a different Kiki Rice with a lot more experience, a lot more freedom. I've seen some of their practices and how they're gelling and how they're getting along. Um, they don't have a lot of they have four freshmen, so that's a good thing. So they don't have to worry about a lot of inexperience. But Charlize Ledger, who is featured in this picture here, she's a 5'10" senior. So you got that senior ball handling experience along with Kiki, which would be good in the front court. Next, I want to talk about two transfers. Two of the transfers that I think is going to make a really big difference is Tamia Gardner and Janiah Barker. A lot of you already know about Janiah Barker from Texas A&M. You've heard a lot of different side notes about her attitude and or her mental. But I think when I see her on the court gelling and flowing with the players, she looked like she's content. She looks very happy. She looks like she fits in. They're TikToking. They got a little bit of soul. Tamia Gardner kind of got a lot of rhythm. I've seen her doing some TikToks and doing some dance moves and things like that. And I think when you do that as a team, it looks like you're just fooling around and goofing off. But there's a little method to the madness when you get everybody to be in sync. And I think those two players are going to make a big difference. They're really excited about this player, James. This coach. This is Coach James Clark. He's added to the coaching staff. I found out he's from San Bruno, which is in the Bay Area. Seems to be a really good guy. They're really excited. He did some player development work with the Sacramento Kings. I think he's out of Stockton. He might have even coached at Chelsea Gray's old high school. But James Gray seems to be a likable coach. He seems like he's a great addition to the staff. It seemed like it's something that they needed to round off. And I think sometimes with the college as well as the pros, they need to focus on their assistant coaches more. I think they need to have more assistant coaches that are working, side by side, hand to hand with the players, and that they really complement the head coach. So James Rivers must have been something that they needed and something that they were lacking. This player here is Dudley. I see Dudley all around their timeline. Kendall Dudley, 6'2", freshman. Seems to be the forward. Seems to be a good outside shooter. See someone that they're also. I think UCLA can go about 5, 6, 7, 70.
Oh, really?
Maybe 8. Mm-hmm. I think they had some pieces. I definitely know that they have a bench. Anybody that comes in, it doesn't drop off significantly. They're very fundamentally sound. They all got a good length.
Okay.
It's just I think Tamia and Janiah will make a big difference. It's like they needed some forwards in there that aren't afraid to shoot, that play aggressive, and they'll put a bite that they can be a lot more aggressive. And I see them going far in the Big Ten. I see them being right behind USC, and I see them sneaking in and getting some maybe getting a big win on a top team. I believe they play UConn. I know they play South Carolina. South Carolina's traveling to UCLA. I think they may play Texas. I'm not sure. Okay. Sorry, I don't have their schedule in front of me. But yeah, I think UCLA. I think UCLA. If they don't, I don't know how much longer Corey's gonna be there.
So you have them going 1-2 in the Big Ten.
I have them going 1-2. I'll say it 1-2. Ohio 3.
Okay, Ohio 3. Okay, interesting. All right, let's see. Averaging 10 steals would be crazy. Blake averages 10 steals. That's nasty work. Lauren Betts might go 1 in her class. Go 1 what?
Go
number 1 pick.
First round.
Might go in the first round. Yeah, sure, probably in the first round. Number 1 overall pick, Lauren Betts.
And Lauren Betts is wait a minute. Lauren
In what
Betts
year?
is
In what year? I think Gamecocks are really practicing for NC State game because Dawn
she's a
played
junior.
guard
Okay.
heavy rotations, and she also said Joyce and Chloe got to play on the perimeter too. Yeah, and she said Joyce could play point guard, so I'm excited. She added that they were targeting passing lanes to disrupt and get steals. I said they were jumping. They were jumping. This one plays baseball too. This one plays baseball too. Yeah.
Betts, it's going to Betts and
What?
Betts and Flau'jae are going. If Flau'jae doesn't come out this draft, I'm telling you, Betts and Flau'jae are going to be at going neck and neck for depending on whatever that the team needs. It's Betts can go out number 1 or Flau'jae can be number 1.
You think so? Okay. So no Gamecocks that come out next year have a chance to go number 1. Okay.
No, in
UCLA and
26.
US
In 2026.
in 26. In 2026. No Gamecocks that will be coming out in 2026.
Who's in that class? I don't know.
So who that would be Chloe, that would be Watkins, that would be Raven if she come back. None of them got a chance to go on 1. It would be Betts or Flau'jae.
Yeah.
Okay. UCLA and USC stand around too much and fast break doesn't work for my taste. Yeah. I can't believe that they don't have a chance. They don't have a chance to go on 1, and they might be multiple national champions. The doggo is one of my faves. She plays both ends of the floor with passion. She'll get the defensive player of the year if Watkins doesn't come back. I haven't seen enough of Betts, man, to be a first pick. Right. Betts? You can't teach 6'7". She's in Ashlyn's class. Watkins is going top 3 for sure. Ashlyn, shake. What happened, Shantae? Shaking your head. What happened? What I said wrong now, fam? What I said wrong now?
I think when you got when you got tall players and things like that in height.
Let me tell y'all this. I don't care what y'all say. Lauren Betts 6'7". She's not a better 6'7" than Camila Cardoso. Did Camila Cardoso go 1?
No, but she was up there.
Did Camila Cardoso go 1? 6'7" don't automatically get you at 1.
She's not gonna go. She's not gonna go 1 because she's not a box office draw with Caitlin Clark. At the time, she was just unfortunately in a difficult class to even go number 1.
Did she go 2?
3.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't got Betts going 1, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that she should be 1. I said it. I said it could be Flau'jae going 1.
No, I was responding. I was talking about the comment about Betts going 1. I don't see that, y'all.
Oh,
in mock draft, they have Betts 1 and Ashley 2. Yeah, I understand the back. I understand the mock drafts, but I don't put a lot of stock in them. Ash got that dog in her, right? I don't see Betts like that. Me either.
Ashley will come out this year. Is she supposed to come out?
Chloe is going first round. No, Ashley is a junior. Ashley,
okay.
Ashley was a sophomore last year.
Gotcha. If Chloe keeps playing the way she's playing, I think she can be for sure.
You said what?
If Chloe continues to play the way she's playing, she can definitely be a first rounder.
Oh, Chloe is a first rounder. Ash coming out with Betts for sure. Yeah, Chloe's a first rounder. Chloe's got the best midi in college hoops. Yeah, I think Chloe's got the best midi in college hoops.
For someone.
And she added the 3 ball too. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the disrespect to the Gamecocks. Chloe ran point guard a little. My goodness, her handles are really good. You seen it? Dawn not playing. Positionless. Positionless. It's crazy.
Who do you see? Who do you see on the Gamecocks going out as the first round in this next draft from your team and 2026? Who would be your first round from that team?
Any of my Gamecocks would go first round, as far as I'm concerned. Bree Hall is a first rounder.
Number 1 draft. Number 1. Let me clarify. Number 1 draft pick.
Raven. Raven is a 1. Raven is a 1. Watkins, depending on how she plays, also a 1. And defensive player of the year, and maybe most outstanding player of the year if she come back this year. Absolutely. Ashton Watkins. When y'all see her throw these dunks down, I'm so glad that y'all so shaky on us. We finna show y'all. I love Dawn challenging the girls like that. Me too. You know how much more. It just every time people think they catch up with Dawn, she go deeper in her bag. Y'all thought she caught up with her. Now she got everybody running the point guard. She done taught everybody how to beat the point. Chloe running point, Maddie running point, Watkins running point, everybody running point. Now she's gonna be out there positionless. How you gonna match up with everybody with the handles?
I think it's great.
Chloe
she's catching up. She's developing playmakers because that's where I keep telling y'all that's where we're headed.
Oh, Leia's going top 3. Joyce will be a number 1 draft pick when she comes out. Adele Tot could go number 1 when she come out. Like so many Gamecocks that could go 1. I don't think Bree Hall good enough to make a roster. Oh, Bree Hall's gonna make a roster. Bree Hall makes a roster. She may not be a starter, but Bree Hall makes a roster because she does all of the little stuff and her basketball IQ. The defense and she's clutch. Go back and watch Bree's. Go back and watch Bree's game. She could go late 1, early 2. It depends on what she does this season. She's a two-time national champion. She's a 2-time national champion. Y'all keep disrespecting. It's so crazy. Y'all want me to respect the national champion for some people, but then when I got national champions with rings on my team, they don't count. Y'all funny as hell to me with that. Bree Hall she had an awful offensive game yesterday. Her defense and assist was really good, man. Yeah, she had an awful offensive game. She'll fix that. But y'all gotta let me know, when do the national championships really count? When do they count? Let me know when they really count. Bree Hall,
I don't think she
can make a roster. Absolutely. But we say respect Camilla and Angel coming into your team because they're national champions. So either it matters that you're a national champion or it don't.
I don't know if it does.
It has to. They came in and they were the only winners in Chicago. This is why we said respect them and listen to who they are, because they know how to win. They know how to win on the big stage. We had that conversation. So now it don't matter that they national champions. Get in line with what everybody else is doing. Y'all gotta help me figure it out. Pro Lounger, facts. All was just in her head. You can see her cursing herself when she missed a layup. Yep, and that's what she got. That's the thing she has to get better on. Team full of champions and no respect. No respect at all. It's crazy. But everybody else national champion. Now, respect Flau'jae. Flau'jae, we just was talking about Flau'jae. We need to respect Flau'jae because Flau'jae is a national champion.
Flau'jae right? opened up with 30. She sent a message.
Flau'jae is a national champion, right? And I don't have to send 30 when they only score 40 something.
So I'm just
I only got to win by 1. And are we playing to see who scored the most points? Are we playing to see are we playing for championships? I play for jury. I play for jury and trophies.
I'm talking about in regards to draft.
I play for national champion will always matter. It has to matter. That's what you play for. SC will shut them up again. We'll just keep shutting them up. Tessa was so impressive, wasn't she? She's really improving and developing a lot. And undefeated champ at that. That don't count.
What's your team this morning, Seth? We've talked game talk. What's your other team this morning?
I'm not going into my team because we just hit 1 hour, so I'm finna wrap up. But I was going through the chat. So yeah, the team that I was gonna talk about was Notre Dame. So y'all was right on time for me. I was talking Hannah. So y'all brought up Hannah, and I was talking Hannah, and I was gonna tell y'all I don't believe Olivia Miles. She gonna have to show me. Maddie Westbeld is hurt. Sonya Citron is back. Sonya Citron gets forgotten some. But Sonya Citron will be important. You got the transfers coming in there, Liza and Leah too. 5-star freshman Kate Koval coming there. Kate Koval is gonna be in the conversation for freshman of the year. Yeah, Hannah Hidalgo is really good, and that's her team.
What do you think about the schedule?
Big Four went 30, but none of the youngest got any burn. Kim is going to find out that that's not playing your bench is going to hurt in the long run.
Wait, hold up.
I think she's going to play her bench. She's going to play her bench, front girl. She's going to play her. I think she's gonna play her bench this year, y'all. I think she's gonna play her bench.
I don't think they saw the exhibition game then. Huh.
No, Crunk Girl said Big Four went 30, but none of the youngest got any burn. But they did run.
They did run. Everybody ran almost.
So what youngest were you? What youngest were you looking for? Like Jada Rashard was out there. Jersey was out there.
Gilbert was out there.
I thought it seemed like all of the transfers. What youngest were you? What young? Even Del Rosario was out there.
And just because somebody gets 30 doesn't mean that everybody else is not getting an opportunity. It just means if you notice, Flau'jae was exceptionally efficient.
Did y'all talk about USC versus Ole Miss next week? No,
not yet. I would love to.
LSU still doesn't have a primary ball handler. It looked like it's Jada Rashard. I would have said her earlier. You would have said Flau'jae earlier. Big Four wanted to make a statement. That was agreed upon with her and her coach.
She got hot in the beginning.
That was agreed upon.
And then she sat
like
down,
they said. Like they said. No. Like they said. Big Four came in here feeling some type of way about the AP. So yes, I'm putting on the show. I'm putting everybody on notice. This is what I'm out here for.
Sure.
So she got her 30 piece and went and sat down. Later on in the season, Kim will switch the rotation.
I forgot to mention. I need to mention an upcoming game with UCLA. UCLA will be traveling to Paris November 4th next week. They play Louisville. Also in Paris is USC Lady Trojans playing Ole Miss. So I will be on live watching that game. Obviously, the game is not playing while I'm playing, but I will be on my channel. Everyone Loves Juju 1-2. But also the Gamecocks I believe are playing that day as well. So I understand if you can't make it, but I probably will be talking about how we did and some highlights in that game with Timeout with Sess on Wednesday. I can hear about what happened with South Carolina, and we can talk about what happened at USC because that's what that show is all about on Wednesday.
So yeah, Notre Dame is going to be kicking off the season with an exhibition game against Division II Davenport on November 1st, and then they're going to follow that up with a regular season opener on November 4th. I don't remember who they playing, but listen, I think they got a talented roster, y'all. I think I like what Nio. I like what Ivy is doing up there. I think they got experienced players. They got some promising newcomers. I think they get beyond the Sweet 16 this year. I think that with the depth of their team, I think that they could win 29, 30 games. I think they could win 14, 15 games in the ACC, get at least to the Elite Eight.
Should they win? Can they win that? They can win.
Hannah's on a mission because
they were going to win, right?
Hannah's on a mission because of what happened with the with Nosegate last year. Didn't they win ACC last year? So I think they can repeat as the ACC champ.
What do you think about
LSU big is kind of soft? They need Smythe. Smith will be out there. Facts, Marcus. Lay hit 4-7 on her threes. Man, people play with her. She needs to make AP All-American first team. She won't, but it's okay. Score all 21 points in one half. Talk about it, Rewind. I believe USC ran from the Gamecocks. LOL. Don insinuated it. They didn't want the smoke.
We didn't want the smoke. Talk to me. I'm here. I talk back. Talk to me. I talk back. I represent the Trojan. No, we did not want to play them. We don't need to play them.
I just read the comment. I don't know.
I'm talking to our fam. I'm just talking, and I'm excited about it.
But I think the comment was to everybody. Like you was like talk to you. Like if you want them to at you, then say that. I think the comment is just to everybody.
If you say I think, I'm gonna say I believe they did too. I don't know about running scared. I think it's just this is her team. The team that they had last year was all brand new. The team that they got this year on the court is pretty much the same thing. The only returning starters are her, Juju, and Rhea. So I think allowing their team to gel. We're focused on. We don't have anything like a revenge or anything to prove or to come up against Carolina with. Nobody does. I think we want to play UConn because I think we need to get that bad taste out of our mouth. We need to play Hannah Hidalgo as we're playing, and we already go. We're already scrapping with with UCLA. I think we play Texas. I mean, we have a good schedule to get up and rolling when we have 7 new freshmen. Okay, 7 freshmen. So it'd be kind of stupid to think that we're, it don't matter whether they win or they lose. I think the challenge, I don't think anybody would be running from the challenge, but I'm sure Coach G has her reasons. The tournament that you guys are going to this year, we went to last year, and that's when we opened up with Ohio State. The tournament that y'all played in Paris, we're going in that trajectory. So there's a method to the madness, especially if I look at the schedule and I see how things are falling, the way I'm hoping, the way that some losses could occur, keeping us in third without us even trying, we could be elevated to the number 1 spot based on a bunch of games that are going to be happening with Grampy being in number 2 spot. We could take that number 2 spot. Everyone wants to see USC and USC clash. That's what I want to see, but I want to see it.
I thought I did. I don't. That's not what I'm interested in no more this season. I want to see USC UConn. I want to see.
I want to see us in UConn as well.
No, us. The defending.
Oh, y'all want to see
us versus UConn? I want to see UConn in the championship. I want to see them in the championship.
Okay.
I want Paige to play for that natty. So USC going SC in the chip. They think they do.
We don't need to. We don't necessarily need to.
So Green Wayne, when you say why give them tape, we gonna have the tape anyway. Winston didn't need no tape. We went right to the game. We gonna scout them. The scout work is done. The tape is gonna be out there from all the other people that they play. You can't keep the tape from us. You don't have to come give us up close and personal experience, but the tape out there. They ran Juju, laughing my ass off. Sounds scared to me. Hidalgo will show y'all some.
We're scared.
USC got the roster, but Grampy at UConn is a better coach. Yeah, when it comes down to them coaches, Coach G ain't ranking up that high. She ain't up that high on the ladder. I think Don wants all the smoke in the non-conference. Oh, we want all the smoke in the non-conference. We try to get as much smoke as we can. The real USC, UConn is a different animal, non-conference versus championship games. Oh yeah, we seen them in both. We seen them in both. We beat them. We beat them in the natty.
Y'all, we lost by 7 points, right? 7.
You only got to lose by 1. You only got to lose by 1.
What matters is we didn't they didn't run over anybody. So save it. The best thing we got is Paige and Grampy. And
it was enough. It was enough though.
The players.
It was enough though, right?
Still a loss. It is still a loss. It is still a loss.
All they had was Paige. All they had was Paige and Grampy, and that was all they needed was Paige and Grampy.
We didn't have this. We didn't have the squad
to win by 7. All they needed was Paige and Grampy to win by 7. You said y'all didn't have what? Y'all didn't have.
We don't have the squad that we have now.
Do y'all have a squad? Are you sure about the squad?
Okay, you made your point. You all made your point. You think we're gonna lose, so let's just show up on the 21st, and let's see.
What day do we show up? Please, and we'll be there. What's the date that we show up? And we'll be there. Let me know. What's the date? No, we don't come that day. What date y'all want us? And I'll make sure that we're there. What is the date that South Carolina should show up?
I don't know. I'm not God.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
Why bring you guys up? Why bring you guys up? Why? I'm talking about
because we the champs. We the champs.
I don't care. I'm not talking about you guys.
Oh, still a loss, Juju. Okay. Love Ivy and Notre Dame. Think they're going to do well this year. Yeah, they won the ACC last year. They will defend that. Iowa only beat us by 4 that day. They only beat us by 4. We beat the brakes off Paige last year. I was bitter as fuck. No, I didn't say they was going to lose. They ducking smoke.
No, I was looking at someone else saying that. I think Seth thinks we're going to lose.
We going to beat their ass. We going to beat your ass. If y'all show up, we gonna beat your ass.
We're not talking. I'm not talking, and I'm not gonna.
You said, do you think we gonna lose?
Do you think my team is going to lose to UConn? And if it's yes, it sounds like you do.
I'm not picking y'all over UConn. I haven't seen y'all to pick y'all for anything.
Exactly.
I haven't seen y'all to pick y'all for anything.
Exactly, and that's fair.
For nothing. Fair. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see y'all. I'm gonna have to see y'all. I seen Paige and them. Paige and Grampy. All it was Paige and Grampy last year, and they got to the Final 4.
So what did you see? What did you see about them this year?
they're going to be healthier by the time it's time to go to the Final Four. That's what I saw. Paige will have some help. Yeah, that's what I saw.
Now
And it only took Paige, and it only took Paige last year.
We have the best freshman class to come in. So a lot of this is the future. We have the best freshman.
We got the best. You got the best freshman class. We got the best freshmen.
Transfer portal. We got the best.
We got the best freshmen.
Runner-up National Player of the Year, and I think Coach is a damn good coach.
Not better than Grampy and Donnie.
Well, I can't compare them. They've been doing this a lot longer, have more championships.
Yeah, UConn got to stay healthy. I agree. You want to see Ole Miss versus USC to see what's up? Oh, you like Ole Miss? You think Ole Miss is gonna show?
See what's up?
You got USC beating UConn. Did USC even play an exhibition game?
Yeah, we did.
You went to the game at UConn. But UConn, yeah, they got to stay healthy. I honestly think USC might beat UConn just because of Kiki and Juju. UConn got to prove it to me. Yeah, they got to the fight. They got to the Final Four last year. They got to the Final Four last year with just Paige and Grampy. And Paige didn't even have her new knees wasn't all the way in to get yet.
Burley.
Yeah, Joyce is a beast. She and Kiss look good together. Yeah, Joyce looks good with everybody on the floor, John. Kennedy Smith is tough. I will admit. You like Kennedy? Okay.
I do. I love our New York point guard. I love our Canadian 3-point shooter. Kennedy is going to probably start across from Kiki. I think Talia Ohoffen. I've seen her cranking in some games in the Pac-12. I think she will push pace and complement Juju. I think we got Rain Forrester. We got Aquino. I can't pronounce their last. There's some difficult names, but we got some tall bigs that are agile and can get up and down the floor and rebound. Along with Rand Marshall. Rand Marshall, I think she was a defensive player every year. She gets good blocks. So, I think the fact that like I said, the Juju crying after the UConn game is a Juju you don't want to face. I think it left.
Yeah, Ju gonna show.
She don't hate her. I mean, they was around each other.
Ju is gonna show up and do everything that she can, and I think Paige is gonna.
And I think there's more than, and I know that there's more than her. And just like last year,
no excuses.
She has help.
Kennedy Smith is nice,
and that's hell. Shit, I love their team last year. I think Forbes, she's a way better 3-point shooter than Juju was. Kayla Padilla put in some buckets. What's her name? Rhea Marshall was a big help. But going to the bench, Malia Samuels, she comes in and we call her Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? She'll run you up and down the court. Leah Gales, the one that was shot, but was a McDonald All-American, is coming back. Like, there's stuff that we have to see us first. We have to see it first. And we don't, you know what I'm saying? We have to see it. And they're excited to play for each other. And they have a good chemistry. I follow them. I watch them. I think they'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. She might go 40. She might go 40. She might go 40 and 10. I think
Judah Smith will go up because she'll have more people to pass to.
Hey, fam. I hope everyone is having a great day, a beautiful morning, stopping by to I'm still working for the man until I'm not. That's what I'm talking about. Get the money thing bigger. I think USC might have some chemistry issues. I hope not. Okay.
What USC?
10.
You're USC?
Gail healthy.
Yeah, Gail's healthy.
I don't think Rasheen is saying that. I don't think Rasheen is saying South Carolina gonna have no chemistry issues. Who you talking about, Rasheen?
Might not have what? Oh, might not have chemistry issue, but not after that.
I thought he was saying not as far as the I hope not, because he put NOR at the end.
USC might not have some chemistry. I hope. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. What USC? I don't know which one he's meaning.
Is Gail healthy?
Yes, Aaliyah Gail. They said she's healthy and that she's gonna be playing. I think she'll probably come in. I think she's a shooting guard. I really didn't get to see her much. I just heard a lot about her like a couple of years ago, but everyone tells me she's got game. So we'll see. We need it. We need someone to come and relieve Ju. But Ju can slide to forward. She can play at 2. She can play at 1. But she's positionless. She's a playmaker. So
I don't know. I guess for me, it ain't about whether you got game. Everybody who gets to college has game. Can you play together? Can you gel as a team? Not SC.
Yeah, that's what we got to see.
Juju and crew don't have issues because there's a lot of talent on that team.
But we got to have chemistry, right?
On the Big 12.
Don't sleep on Big 12. I heard that, Sante. Big 12.
You keep on saying that. We're gonna see what come out the Big 12. I don't know. We're gonna see what come out the Big 12. I ain't seen nothing in listen.
We're gonna focus on that next week. Tomorrow. That's what I'll do. I'll look up what's happening with Big 12 and pick a team. Because every time I think of 12, I think of Texas. So the Big 12. Because everything's all jumbled, so I don't know who. Give me a team that I can look up.
Kiki should help with Juju spacing on the floor.
Yeah, Juju. I think Kiki's gonna help if there's a double or Ju needs screens. Kayla Davis couldn't pick and roll the way I think Ju and Kiki will, because I've seen Kiki roll and Stanford not give her the ball, where I know Ju will give her the ball. And the thing that's going to help Ju not get so double team, triple team, is because there's going to be more players that you got to focus on that can be offensive threats, so that will space out the floor a lot better, and we don't have all that congestion when she's penetrating. And hopefully she'll has improved in her threes. But I know she's going to skip past to the other side for someone to hit a legitimate, not be a knockdown 3 shooter. So I can see a lot of things, and without even just from seeing the different players. I think Kelly Heckle played over the summer in the USA basketball. She was doing it. We also saw Kennedy with Sarah Strong and Joyce. Kennedy was balling out. So I think, I think that every team should be concerned to have a bench. I think having a bench and going deep into the postseason and into March Madness is the key, because a lot those bench players are the ones who actually save the day, or finish, are the X factor in most wins in NCAA history. Even with Cheryl Miller and Cynthia Cooper and the Twins, it was the fact it was Yolanda Fletcher that came off the bench that made a difference. Even Cynthia sometimes didn't start her coming off the bench. We see that with LSU. It's bench players. I love last year. I love that Tessa came out with 19 points off that bench. I mean, bench players. LSU, we said that, right? I just can't wait. My eyes are going to be glued to what Coach G has on that bench for sure. How they come in and how they play. That's my rant for today.
Let's see. So all the ranked teams and portal transfers plus freshmen. Texas can be a problem this year for everyone except SC. LOL. Kansas, TCU, Iowa State, Baylor, Kansas State. Okay. Fran Bellaby, Aaliyah Chavez can be drafted for WNBA 2025. SMU. Don has proved to have the bench matters. Oh, it very much matters. SMU is in the ACC. My fault, they did move to the ACC. Yep. So them some of the teams you can look at in the Big 12.
And Texas went to the SEC. So I'm like, what is it? Oklahoma? Reagan Beers over at Oklahoma. I think she's in the Big 12, right?
Nah, they in the SEC.
SEC. Damn. SEC is cooking.
I'm excited to see Texas versus SC. Okay, Pro Andrew. I'm not. I don't know. I'm excited to see us play, but it's not like it's a team where it's like, the matchups that I wanted to see we don't have this year. So I'm here for the basketball.
Yeah, I
Arden
mean,
Key for Iowa
who do
State.
you think? I mean,
He'll be a great
I think
prospect throughout this season.
Carolina is playing. The Gamecocks are playing. Going to be playing big teams. They're going to be playing fast teams. You're going to be playing small teams. You're going to be playing different combinations of that. Different combinations of team experience with juniors and seniors. I think they have a pretty good schedule. I think the only person that you're playing Notre Dame, right? You playing Notre Dame, right? You got
No,
UConn, you got Texas. You don't play Notre Dame. Okay,
I don't
so
have a problem with our. I don't have a problem with our schedule. When I look
you're playing.
over all of this, when I look
That's
over
right.
all the basketball, I don't see a team that scares me. I don't see a team that is like, ooh, we got to be careful with them.
I can't. To be honest with you, to be completely honest, I've only seen LSU and the Gamecocks in a game like setting. So honestly, I can see on paper certain things, but I don't know until I think that's why I'm so excited for next week. So we're gonna get to see a lot, even, and that's just one game after that. Because I can remember USC at the beginning of the season to how they look towards the end, and all the growth that Eugene have made. So to even go further, I was just gonna be when I first saw the team, I thought, okay, I'm just gonna enjoy watching this phenomenal freshman, this National Player of the Year, Gatorade, all whatever. I was just focused on her and found out like, oh, we got a chance we might be able to go to the Final Four. That's it.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't
no.
what she
So
expected it.
since the standard is the standard,
I can't
since the
push.
standard is the standard, I expect to play for a national championship every year. That's what we come here for. That's what we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
It can happen. You can expect, but you don't always get. You don't always get it.
What I'm talking about level of expectation. So when I'm coming in, it's not just to see what we do, how we look. It's not that. We came here. Our standard is
everybody.
That's what it is.
Yeah, everybody can't. It took time to get there. I don't think you know that. It took Don time to get to this type of.
Does it take time? Okay, so it takes time to get there, or everybody should be ready now because they got people out the transfer portal and everything. So it takes time to get there, or you can microwave it over the off season. I'm not clear.
We are this program is in resurgence. It's in rebuilding. So just like UCLA hasn't been to the Elite Eight since I think 1998 or 1999, we on this side of the country, especially USC, we're just getting on our feet, and we're going to get on our feet as quickly as we can. Unfortunately, Juju chose this school, so this is where all the attention and expectations are going to be. Where she could have chose any one of those schools, we know that she was offered to go to South Carolina, but she didn't choose it. She wants to rebuild something here. So, with that being said, now with the incoming Jazzy Davison, hopefully Grace Knox, one of the top 5 in the nation, people are going to be drawn to come there. So I think her latter years of what they're doing is going to show up for her maybe at the latter end. But am I gunning for? Is she gunning for? Is Coach G's expectations to win a national championship? Is that what they're preaching in their locker room? Damn straight. Every winner would do that. You see how hard she cried. There can be spoilers, there can be Cinderellas, there can be, upsets. You know that. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about
sure. Yeah, sure. I get that part. I just when the standard is the standard, that's what I'm here for. The championship.
I mean, if you come in your San Diego State, we're going to win the national championship. No, there's a time and a place for reality. You could see that you might be a couple years off of that or a year off of that. We need some pieces. I don't think everybody comes in. They want to. They may see themselves. I think we should be Elite 8. I think we should be, 16. But sometimes you get some dogs in there that they can come in and say, we're going for the national championship.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Bears is surrounded by shooters. I like Oklahoma. They'll finish top 4. You got them in the top 4. Facts, Crunk. I really like Adele. Y'all definitely needs a little more conditioning. Yeah, her conditioning. She got to get her body by Molly, but she gonna be a real good center. She got dog. Let's see. Crunk. I need Iowa State to play some teams in the non-conference. That's gonna be interesting. It takes time and coaching, to be honest. No, Bryce not cool. Bryce is a crash dummy. Fact says the teams are built to win it all. After Boston's class, Don is building to win it all. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're here for. Let's see here. He said go play in traffic. He already was playing in traffic. Took Asia 4 years to get a title. You excited to see Vic and Don matching up again? They had some good games when he was at State and see what win though. I want to see what Vic got this time around. Let's see. I'm liking the deal too. She gonna be something. Bryce and Dogma Clips. I don't even know why y'all talking to them. Both of them. She has the potential to be dominant. Oh, absolutely. So, Drew, you got your games coming up next week. Now you say you're gonna look at Big 12 tomorrow. What team are you looking for tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm gonna look at the Big 12 conference. I was trying to see if the chat had a team that we could talk about tomorrow in the Big 12 since what was it, Shante? What was it, Shante? Or B Wayne mm-hmm. said
yeah, Big 12, Shante.
You think Big 12 will make? I thought Big 12 suffered. I mean, they got what? Colorado went there.
Baylor.
I don't know what Colorado is working with. They was tops last year. They came out smoking and beat LSU in the opening game, and then they were hovering around the 3, 4, 5 spot before dipping.
No, I mean they, to me they fluctuated. Like they were at 5. I think they got all the way up to like 2. The 2 and 5 spots kept falling out. Oklahoma State, I think most of their players are gone. So you got Baylor, Kansas, Audie Crooks, and Addie Brown. Colorado.
Iowa State is there.
Kansas State is over there. Arizona's over there. West Virginia, Utah's over there. Texas Tech, TCU. So those are.
I like it. Big 12. Shante, I know who I like. I know who I like in the Big 12. I know who I like.
That's like your Big 12. Jew, Big 12 gangster. Colorado point guard went to Ole Miss. Okay, and then the Colorado point guard went to Ole Miss, and then they lost Sherrod, right? That was where Sherrod was at.
Yeah.
So they lost the point guard and Sherrod. SEC
really,
Big 10, then Big 12.
SEC, Big 10, Big 12. Yeah.
They were the real frauds. Same to Baylor.
Yeah, I remember.
Told you, Jew. Yeah, now you excited? All right.
Yeah, now I'm excited.
Which team you bringing us tomorrow?
Ooh, she said, ooh. Well, y'all, ooh.
I mean, you ain't got to tell us now. I thought you had an idea. You could surprise us. I thought after you heard the list, like you had like somebody you wanted to talk about. Like I want to talk about that team. So you try to say like Baylor.
Yeah, even Kansas is still hovering there. I had to get past Kansas to get to Baylor. Let me tell you, Baylor Shante, Baylor played juju them like to that wire. Like I like Baylor. If that's the same, if those girls are still there, I might.
I don't remember. I don't know too much about Baylor team. They say Kansas is nice.
Remember Jackson? That was a big problem. They scratched Juju in the face, Shante. Whoa, what nerve!
So when TCU was undefeated last year before all the injuries, were they number 1 in the Big 12? Leave from Kansas.
TCU was pretty good before the injuries.
So do y'all expect TCU? Do y'all expect TCU to win the Big 12?
Is Arizona there?
Yeah, Arizona's there. They still got the
Big 12 gonna be fun. Big 12. Baylor, we had to go through them sets. We had to play Kansas and then Baylor to get through our rounds before we
All right, John, appreciate you coming through, fam.
got to
You
Page.
said you had to go through Baylor. Was top 5? I don't remember. Okay. I expect Utah to have something to say.
Really? What?
Really?
Really?
Why? So what's it? Who's at Utah that I'm not remembering? Rewind, or what did they get? Now that Peely is gone.
Peely was a savage.
Yeah, you got to remind me of who is there now. Oh, you just ain't. You not. Yeah, really, they got 2 bigs. South Carolina, Connecticut, and LSU has built a championship basketball culture.
As of the last
Yeah,
5 years.
man, I think it's some other schools that are trying to build championship cultures too, right? Like, I think that's what Ivy is trying to bring. I think that's what Lawson is trying to bring. I don't know. I don't know about Ole
We're
Miss.
trying to bring that. I'm gonna speak on us. USC trying to bring. We won the Pac-12 championship when we were not intended to. Stanford was, upset them. Stanford was all Pac-12. That's all anyone knew was Stanford. So are we talking about the last decade? Are we talking about the last 5 years? Championships and championship culture, because there's a lot of teams that were in the championship running, including Baylor. I want to say Tennessee, but I can't remember last time Tennessee was, on that list. Shit, Iowa was doing it, but obviously they didn't build for the future.
Mm-hmm. Kansas State strong. Maya Toure, a transfer, and someone else. Plus, they return to all seniors, and they primary shooting guard, point guard Gianna. She averaged 21 points in the pack. How many people did that? About 4 or 5.
Whose team is it? Gianna. Is that?
This is Utah, right? Robert, what's going on, fam? I think that's Utah. I think that's Utah.
Oh, Utah? Okay.
I believe that's what we was talking about. Yeah, so I don't know, Duke. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah, I mean I'm excited about it.
We gonna see. You think Audie Crooks gonna have something to say about it? We gotta see how Audie Crooks show up.
I think we gotta
see how Audie Crooks show up. I like Audie too. We gotta see how she show up. We gotta see how Audie shows up. She went out with a bang for sure. I like Addie Brown too. I like Audie Crooks and Addie Brown over there at Ohio State. Iowa State. So we gonna see. I don't know, Rewind. That conference wide open.
Yes,
I don't know. I'll see what y'all tell me about it. I ain't too interested. I want to see what Ja does in Arizona, but other than that, nothing's really jumping off the page at me. Iowa State beat Kansas and Baylor. Virgil was good. You see how good Adele looked last night. Yeah, that's 2 games in a row. Adele looked really, really good. I'm excited. I'm excited about Adele. Arizona struggled with the D2 school. They got to figure it out. But it's still
They did. They struggled. Well, it's fine.
Drew, what you got before you get ready to get out of here?
Not much. I just enjoyed chopping it with you guys. Thanks for showing up this early. I'm gonna get started with my day, and that's some.
I'm ready to wrap my day.
And
I'm ready to wrap my day.
Be here.
Conference championship, Oklahoma regular season champ.
Come back tomorrow. Continue to support, because actually, if the conversation is this spirited with all of you and all of us, I think it's even going to be better when the season starts, because there's so much basketball knowledge in this chat, and so many of you are focused on other teams besides the well-known teams, and curious about some teams. ESS would just love to be here and bring any information that we can, to help this.
What I do, Rewind? What did I do now? What did I do, Rewind? Rewind true, but the conference went strong on the portal. Thank you, Rasheem, Pro Lounger. Great chat from everyone. Appreciate that. Rewind, what did I do now? Always at the end of every show, it's something that you saying I did something. What did I do now?
Pause. Did you miss a
Before I get
pause?
ready to get out of here.
Let's rewind
You
pause.
said
Or does it, yeah.
no. LL is the pause. Anybody a pause. LL is usually the pause. Green Wayne always hits me with the what?
Rewind supposed to come back and watch
you going to the gym?
second half of that game.
Oh yeah, you got me sitting there. I'm about to finish the Texas game. I'm about to finish the Texas game. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'm wrapping my day up. I ain't been asleep since yesterday. So I'll wrap my day. I'm finna rest now, then I'll be back on later for the best show. Okay. Yes, Rewind. Yeah, I work through the night. Oh no, we'll wait. Okay, we'll wait for you, gang. We'll wait for you, gang. But y'all, hey, listen, second episode of Check Ball. We up. We appreciate y'all pulling up and hanging out with us. This is a great conversation. Yeah, Bree Wayne always causing trouble. We're gonna wait for you. We are absolutely gonna wait for you. And until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.